Maybe we should start with. I'm gonna start with Slimmy, and then I'm gonna go to Miss Sanchez.
This was a very, very, very good film.
Well, let's start like this. What did you give it out of a 10?
I have to say, I gave it about a 7. I gave
Okay.
it about a 7. The cinematography was pretty decent. The soundtrack was great. It was some really eerie sounds that probably made things way more spooky than they should have been.
Mhm.
Um, so I like that. Uh, I like the premise of the movie. I definitely didn't realize what was going on until it was too late, and that rarely happens for me. That rarely happens for me. I'm just like, what?
Mhm.
I'm like, this is
Yeah,
what's going
all of the
on.
movies, all of most of these movies had kind of surprise endings.
Yeah, yeah. It was. Yeah.
Facts.
I'm gonna ask y'all what y'all gave it inside of the chat. I'm gonna see if I can put something in the chat, maybe a poll or something. Go ahead, Slim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It definitely. So maybe because I went in there with low expectations of what I thought this was gonna be,
Mhm.
because Pete Davidson was in it. I'm like, not another Pete Davidson film. Ain't no way I
What was
gotta
the
watch
last Pete
another one.
Davidson film that you've
It
seen?
was the other one was the Eddie Murphy joint. That
oh,
would
he didn't see
yeah
this.
yeah Anton, you ain't watch it. So me
No.
and Miss Sanchez, we had watched the Eddie Murphy joint, the Payback, and Pete Davidson was in that as well. So when I saw this dude was in another movie, I'm like, ain't no way. So it was way better than what I thought. That that journey that I went on with that movie was that was it. It was impressive, man. It was impressive. I was not expecting to be about what it was about, and I'll wait
Like,
until
you
y'all.
gave it a 7,
Yeah, I gave it a 7. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Miss
I thought it.
Sanchez.
So my rating, I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
Oh wow!
Only because scary movies is my thing. I love a horror thriller type of film. And this one, it starts off with that. So it starts out with him having these crazy dreams, and it starts off with him painting this picture, this mural outside. And if you look, it looks like blood is splashing on him in the beginning when he's doing that painting, right?
Mhm.
If y'all caught that. So he gets arrested. A part of his community service is to go to this nursing home to do community service. So he goes there, you pull up, it looks creepy as heck. They all looking at him out the window. I would have turned around, just take me to jail. They all looking at him out the window. He meets the workers that you see on the preview. They give him some keys. They warn him, don't go to the fourth floor. You're not trained. Them is special patients. Which is going to do what? Make you want to go to the fourth floor. Get it?
Mhm.
He meets Norma, this old lady. She seems so sweet. Like she's talking to him. She mentions a name Esther. I caught that. I'm like, okay, Esther, that may be something. And they talk, and everybody looks like they having a great time in this nursing home. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, there was in
They
sex
was
and
lit. They was
They were
lit.
kicking it. Then when he goes to sleep, he keeps having these like demonic dreams, and something appears in his room. And at first, I'm like, "Is this real? Because how you sleeping that hard? Like, so what's going on?" And then also when he's working, he keeps hearing a man screaming. And so he keeps asking people, like, did you hear that? What's going on? Which makes him what? Want to go up to the fourth floor even more. He still hasn't went at this point yet. They have a pool scene. It's a lady in the pool. Her eyes start bleeding. Well, let me rewind it. He gets into the janitor closet. He goes to the skeleton. What do you do? He take out that skeleton's eye. When he goes in and he meets the owners is talking about his eyes. I'm like, why they keep focusing on eyes? Then you get into the pool scene. The lady's eyes start bleeding. He jumps in to help her. And I'm like, okay, something is really creepy here. So then he makes his way to the fourth floor. He tries to go up the elevator, but it's broken. So he goes up the stair and he gets to the fourth floor. And when you get up there, y'all, it is people sitting up there looking like the wrong term. Their toenails is brown and peeling off. Their skin is peeling off. Blood coming from their eyes. And one particular man tries to get up and attack him. Anyway, he runs off. They come get him out of there. And then later on down the line, he meets back up with Norma. And Norma's like, oh, I heard you were up on the fourth floor. Stay away from there. You know, like she knows some things is going on. And I think I skipped a part. I'm sorry. Let me rewind. He goes to Norma's room. He goes to Norma's room. I'm sorry, y'all. My review is just a little, but he goes to Norma's room and he sees this torn picture. And she said it's her son. Her son had passed away, this and that and the other. Before that, Pete, Max, whatever you want to call him, is in foster care. So he has foster brothers or whatever. And one of them supposedly goes off to college, but they get a call and said that he died while he was off at school. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But anyway, so he meets Norma. They talk. Norma tries to warn him. After that, Norma's body comes out the window. She's on the fence. The fence is through Norma's body. She's dead. So they trying to silence her, but why? Like, what is happening here? So anyway, y'all, so I can sum it up. He gets to digging more and more into it. He's trying to get out of there because crazy things keep happening. A lady appears on the screen on the laptop talking to him with a crazy mask, and then all of a sudden she appears in his room and tells him basically what's been going on in that house. Well, he leaves and he goes back to his foster home. His mom is acting real strange to me. I'm like, girl, what's going on with you?
Yeah, she was acting weird, man.
But she was acting real strange. And so he's sitting there thinking, and she said the same thing that Norma said. And he said, I think she said the heart knows what the heart wants or something like that. And he in that column, he's like, what you say?
That's when I
I
figured
think
it out.
yeah, I'm like, wait, is his mama
It took me so long.
Exactly. So when the little sister showed him that room with that same little thing that Norma had, I was like, and then it all came together. They took his brother. The people in the nursing home were actually ancient, y'all. They were like 100+ years old. They were taking the young people there and getting something from them to make them stay young forever. And that's exactly what they did to his brother and what they were trying to do to him. He didn't play them games. They got him, tied him down, tried to get his eye juice, whatever you want to call it. And at the end, it was a crazy end. It was a bloody end, but he got his revenge for his brother. Oh, I'm sorry. His brother was not dead. He was upstairs and he was one of the old men that attacked him. And he wasn't trying to attack him. He was just trying to talk to him and
He
tell
was
him,
trying to warn him.
yeah, it's me. Like, you need to get out of here. And so when he found the pictures and found out that's his brother and everybody else in the picture were young, like, it was a good movie. At the end of the day, he won. He got them all out. He got himself out, killed everybody. And I liked it.
You on mute, bro.
But all right, let me reserve my questions. I gave it maybe like a 5.5, 6. Yeah, I gave it like a 5. I gave it like a 6. I'd say a 6. I gave it a 6 because it was kind of like Get Out. It was kind of like Get Out. It was a Pete Davidson version of Get Out for me. I have to go into these movies with the expectation of it not being realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just have to detach myself and just look at it as purely
Entertainment.
Not just entertainment, but more like they're trying to do storytelling and horror and blood and fiction. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to pay more attention to cinematic stuff and all of that stuff, right? Because otherwise I'll start picking the movie apart. But I know that they're trying to hurry up and tell us a full story within an hour and a half, right? So I think that it was good because it was cool. I mean, I say good. It was cool because, you know, you had to do a little bit of work before you figured out what was going on. I also take into consideration that, you know, it was a thriller, came out around Halloween time, so they was trying to capitalize off of that audience. But like it's too much unrealistic stuff in the end. It's like y'all telling me can't nobody stop this nigga from chopping everybody up.
knew you all don't like that part.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
this
knew you
nigga
all don't
walking
like
around
that
with a
part.
hammer and a goddamn knife, taking the whole everybody out. Nobody ran. Nobody was able to get away. Everybody died, huh? That's great. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking at it from the lens of is it entertaining? Is it something worth watching or whatever? Then yeah, I could rock with it. But if I'm looking at it from the lens of, you know, the conclusion of the whole thing, it's like, mm, you know, like I was kind of figuring it out when they was foster kids and the boy automatically died. I kind of started putting it together like, yeah, they must be grooming these kids or whatever because they were showing too many kids in the preview, like, you know, in the throwback scene in the very beginning of the whole situation. Um, the thing that surprised me, and the thing that I'm always trying to figure out, and I'm gonna also tell you why I gave it a 6, is if you have to explain to me in the movie what is happening in order for us to tie it all together, then I'm gonna knock you down because I should be able to figure that shit out for myself. So even if it's super deep and I have to watch it multiple different times. So if I watch an Interstellar, it's like, damn, I can watch this shit like 8 times and figure out a whole bunch of shit that I didn't even realize that I watched. But when they sat him down and they were sitting him in a chair and they had the photographer and all of the people were standing around and they sit there and gave a whole soliloquy for the next 10, 15 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes, 7 to 12 minutes about what his purpose was. And yes, we've been grooming you the whole time. And so now we had to do some kind of cinematic acting because remember when I told you that time is actually the thing, boredom. And so we gave ourselves a party and you're the guest of honor. Now let us go ahead and drain your eye juice. It's like if you got to explain it to me instead of me being able to figure it out through storytelling, then I gotta knock you down. Now, it's an entertaining film, but it was just too much dialogue in the end for them to explain. And then the people, let's party, and then they start having sex while they taking his eyeball juice out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the fuck y'all doing over here? But I also understand like the ritualistic idea of people that are evil, right? Like, yes, they are immersed in the sexual deviancy, and it becomes a part of the culture and all of this stuff. And you know, it's maybe I'm too hard on movies. Maybe I'm too hard. Maybe because I've seen too many movies, and so now you know I'm starting to be a little bit tougher on the movies. You know what I'm saying? So, but I give it a 6 because I think that it's worth watching. I think that people should definitely check it out, especially if you're at the crib. Um,
I will say this though. No, you gotta remember one thing about him being able to destroy all them like that. What it was he had an excessive
yeah,
amount
I know.
of the eye juice.
Yeah,
Like, you know, they was
but
taking small
they had whole
increments.
guns and shit though, bro.
Huh?
They had whole guns and shit.
Yeah, nah. I don't know I don't know how he was getting through that part. Like, but he throw somebody up in front of somebody so they could shoot him?
I think so.
Yeah, so
He
like
just
once you
turned
got to that part, but that part
he turned into a whole Mortal
now
Kombat player.
I understood what they were trying to do. They turned him into the Incredible Hulk. And I got it because he wasn't supposed to have that much of the sauce. But it only see the thing that the reason why I couldn't give it higher is because of that. Now the sauce, I thought it was just gonna make you live longer and look younger. Then they changed it to like this the sauce of strength and everything
That shit was
else.
just
This
abused. Then it became the sort. Then it became
yeah,
the
he
same
was
thing that
fast.
Homelander. Then it became the same thing that Homelander and them took.
He was
First,
fast. He was
first it was
stronger than them.
first it
He
was just
was
only you. Then he became the Homelander drink.
It just started to. He started wrecking shop in a totally different way than I expected.
This nigga
I was just
became
like,
He
wait a
showed
minute.
up.
this nigga became the transporter, bro.
Yeah, man, he definitely that's the part that I didn't like, and that's why I couldn't give it higher. Because I'm like, man, ain't no way. Like, so if that was the case, somebody would just randomly go up there, suck all the eye juice out, and just kill everybody and keep all the shit for themselves.
Right.
Like, so it did that part. That part didn't come together for me. So that's why I couldn't give it higher. But the fact that they were that they, that the whole movie is about the fountain of youth and rituals. I never saw that shit coming up until when they was at the
I
home and
know,
she
I
was like,
didn't know it was gonna be found in youth, but I mean, I figured it was something experimental. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, they was experimenting on them.
Mhm.
I don't know. They kept showing the eye, the like needles going in the eyes, kept showing
yeah,
blood. And that's the shock value part, like give you a cringe a little bit, needles going in the eyes and stuff like that.
yeah.
But again, it was just like, and I think I've also seen maybe too many thrillers to where I don't really jump at all anymore. You know, like, it's not scaring me or nothing like that. So it's almost like a lot of movies try to figure out how to be as gory as possible. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually giving you a thrill. But again, I liked it. I just wouldn't. Would you, if you said Anton, let's watch The Home, I probably wouldn't watch it again. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna be added into my. It's on
Yeah.
my Apple TV, but it's not something that I'm gonna just be like jumping out the window for. So
Yeah, I enjoyed it for the time that I watched it. I don't think I would sit down with someone else and watch it again.
yeah,
But it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it to be about the fountain of youth. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
mean,
expecting it either.
I don't know, man.
So that
Like,
got
But
why,
that.
once I
why was they telling him their ages? Like, why didn't just get to him? I'm 120. Yeah,
Yeah,
what the fuck is
yeah,
you doing?
uh, yeah. That what they
Like,
should
why
have
is they
done.
all hanging out at the nursing home still?
Yeah, what they
You
should have
can't go
done.
home and then come get some juice, some fountain juice.
Yeah,
it
what they
might
should
get
have done.
cold.
It should have been really, really old pictures of them. Really, really old pictures of them instead of them just saying it. It
Yeah,
should have been really, really old pictures of them, and he'd just looking like, wait, how?
Well,
You flip it over,
you
you
remember
check
he
the
went
date. You say?
you remember he went through the photo album and it was dated
yeah.
yearly. And
Yeah,
it was all the same people in that photo album. I think it's
yeah,
something
but
like
but they still said their ages, so it was kind of like pointless. You get what
yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
yeah, I get
I'm
what you're
still
saying.
trying to figure out what the relevance of. Oh, they were still playing the game. So they was all right. So they was telling them the heart knows the heart on purpose. So they was telling them that on purpose with the other lady, with the mother.
With Norma. Yeah, Norma said that to him and then his mama said it, and that's what made him like, how what did you say? So I wonder was his mama Esther? Because she said she got the toy from Esther a long time ago, and then when he went into the secret room, his mama had a whole thing of them that she made, that she makes. So I'm thinking his mama was Esther, but I don't
Probably
recall.
so, because they was in there. They was in there too. He had to
Yeah,
kill them too.